welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited you guys are here. So for today's look, we're going to be doing a summer bronzy look. Summer's right around the corner, so I just decided that's the perfect time to create this look. So before I get started into this video, I kind of want to talk about how this video is going to be. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos to get some inspiration on how to edit my videos. So I've been seeing this thing where content creators, they don't really edit their videos, some of them. So what they do is they just do their makeup without editing, without fast forwarding or anything. So this gives us a chance to for you to create the look that I'm making in real time. So I thought that was pretty exciting, and I thought I would do something like that. So this is how this video is going to be. I'm not going to fast forward through anything. I'm still going to add some editing clips here and there, but I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to fast forward it. I'm not going to rewind it, or I'm not going to make those editing tricks or whatever I do. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so before I get started with the look, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to moisturize my skin. And the moisturizer that I'm going to be using is the Good Molecule Silicone Primer Moisturizer. And I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of pumps. Oh, also I want to apologize if my hair is frizzy. Like I've been having a really bad hair day for the past couple of weeks, so. If you've seen my videos, you'll see how important moisturizing is for me, because I do suffer from dry skin and I have a lot of redness lately because I've just been going outside for walks, and I do apply sunscreen, but what's happening is I think the sun's too bright and I end up staying in the sun for way too long, and then what's happening is that it just gets red. I don't get tan, I get tan. But first I get red, and then I get tan. Okay. Okay, so after this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use, and I'm going to, so after this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna moisturize my under eye. And the moisturizer I'm gonna be using is the Origins Ginseng Moisturizer. And it's super light, it's really nice. I go ahead and I take a little bit like that, and I put it underneath my eye. And then I use my ring finger to go ahead and I go above my eyes as well. Just like that. And thing is, you don't want to press your eyes because it is a very sensitive area down there, and if you just press it, what's going to happen is that it's not going to come out, like it's just going to pain, and there's no point in pressing so much. Okay, so next step is I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to prime my skin now. The primer I'm going to be using is a Mercier blurring primer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit here. And this primer is really, really nice. Like it's super, it feels like a moisturizer too. Like it doesn't leave a white film or anything. Like you'll see that I use this primer a lot. Like it's, I don't know why, I just really like it so much. Okay, so after that's done, now I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm going to apply my tinted moisturizer. So for this bronzy look, I don't really like to use a very heavy or thick foundation. Instead, I use a tinted moisturizer. And I know I have blemishes and whatnot, so before we actually go in with the moisturizer, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna conceal our spots. And the concealer that I'm gonna be using to conceal my spots is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This concealer is super, super nice. It's not very thick at all. Like it'll just stick to your skin like a skin skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put very, very little product, because what this is, it's kind of full coverage. So I'm gonna put a small spot where I need it. And if you feel like you want to go ahead and put some underneath your under eye as well, you can do that. But I'm gonna tell you that we're going to end up concealing it anyways after we're done our moisturizer. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a Real Techniques brush. It's Real Techniques in 300. It's actually an eye crease brush, but I find it much better as a concealer brush because I find it way too thick for an eye brush. I mean, if I was only using one shade, I would use it. But to create like intricate looks and whatnot, it's really hard to use this brush, so I end up using it as a concealer brush instead. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just dab it on the spots. As you can see, it's super full coverage and it's super light as well. So this is the one thing that I like. And also when you're using a concealer and you want it to, you want it to conceal properly, the best thing to do is to actually dab the product and it'll just conceal it without leaving a thick layer. That's what I've noticed, because usually I see that people just drag around the concealer everywhere, like they'll just go ahead and do that. And that's not the way to do it, because what's going to happen is you're taking the concealer to the other spots of your face instead of concealing the spots that you actually want to conceal. So that's a waste of product and it's definitely not going to give you a coverage concealer. Also, you can use a beauty blender as well. But the one thing that I've noticed with a beauty blender is that it doesn't work as well with concealers as it does with foundation. So I would totally recommend this brush. This brush, or I've tried to use a Sephora concealer brush. It looks a little bit like this. But I find that what this brush does is it moves around the product. It doesn't really let your skin absorb the product and do its work. So I would recommend this one. It's a Real Techniques 300 brush as opposed to this one. Okay, so now that I'm done concealing the areas, actually I think I need to conceal one more area. I forgot. Oh, also the shade that I'm using for this is medium dark in neutral. And if you're wondering what shade this concealer is, I actually got it on a sale at Sephora, and for some reason I only got one of them because I was kind of confused as to if it was going to work well or not. But I actually ended up liking it, and for some reason they don't sell it at Sephora anymore, which is kind of odd. So I mean, maybe you can find it on the Urban Decay website, but I like this concealer. I would recommend it. It's really good. Okay, so now that I'm done concealing, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to moisturize my skin. And I'm going to be using the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer for today's look. So this is kind of like a moisturizer, like it is what it is. It is a moisturizer, so you don't want to add too much of it because it just looks kind of tacky, I find. And the shade that I'm using is Sand. So it's Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in 3W2 Sand. I ended up buying this online. It was on sale. So it's not a perfect match, but it does the job, so why not? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. And when I work with moisturizer, I like to work with it in small layers because you don't want it to look streaky or tacky. And I use both the same 300 Real Techniques brush and the beauty blender as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to diffuse the product as much as I can. I mean, you can, if you're in a hurry, you don't really have to do what I'm doing. You can use it as a moisturizer as well. But I'm doing it this way just because I do have a lot of blemishes and I kind of want to be careful, because if you conceal and then use this, what's going to happen is that the area that you concealed is basically gonna go away. If you conceal your face and you just do this, it's just gonna go away. The concealer I find that it goes away on my skin. I don't know, I mean, you could try it and see how it works for your skin, but I've noticed that for my skin. And this look is like, actually this moisturizer is super light, so it's not heavy, especially for those like hot summers. You can always use this one. I would recommend it. It's really, really good. Okay, so now that you have diffused it with this brush, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to soften it up with the Beauty Blender. And I'm going to use a damp Beauty Blender, and I'm going to be using a Mercier Desco Skin Mist to dampen it up. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to go with it twice or 3 times. So after this is damp, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put it all over. And you can literally wear this all day and it doesn't like clog up your pores or anything. And it kind of does what a foundation does. So you can see a difference between this side and this side. It looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And also, if you don't know how much product to use, it's always better to use less product first than going in and using a lot of product. Because what's gonna happen, like right now, I put in too much, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna diffuse it over there instead. I'm just gonna go ahead. Because the thing is, I don't want it to look super thick as well. I mean, it is a moisturizer, but it can look thick. Also, if you want to cover your neck, that's fine as well, because like you don't want it to have like 2 different shades. I usually don't do my neck. I don't really like it, so I don't usually bother. But what I will do is I'll go ahead on my non-existing jawline over here and just try to get in some product right there. And you also want to get in the nooks and crannies of your nose, but don't put too much there, because what's going to happen is, especially if you want to go out and use this in the summertime, the heat and the sweat, it's just going to stick there and it's not what you want it to happen. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend the product a little more. And the thing is, you want to lightly blend it. You don't want to just, you know, kind of like squab it or rub it or anything. You want to lightly tap it. You're just kind of like setting it in place. I think I have enough here. Let me just... And also don't worry about your eye over here or getting it on your eyelids because we're gonna do an eyeshadow look anyways, so you don't have to worry about that. So I think I have enough product on my forehead. I don't think I'm gonna put more, but I'm going to go ahead and okay, so now that I'm done with my, I don't know what to call this, it's definitely not a foundation. So when I'm done my, I guess my base, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Just because today is gonna be a bronze look, I don't wanna go with a full effect eyebrows. I kinda wanna go with a very light eyebrow. So I'm going to be using the Laurier Paris Paradise Pomade Exotic. I just picked this up at the drugstore a couple of days ago and I haven't used it. I mean, I kind of tried it on my eyebrow. It came out okay, like it wasn't super dark. So I thought of using this for this tutorial. So I got this in the darkest shade, and the darkest shade is kind of like a, it's like this light brown. It doesn't really suit my face. I mean, it doesn't really suit my, I guess, my skin tone or whatever. I mean, we'll check it out. We'll see how it is. Also, maybe it'll be like this. Okay. So, before I actually go ahead and do my eyebrows, I like to just plan out my eyebrows. So, just clean it up. You know, if there's any product on it, I just kind of want to make sure it's a clean slate. My eyebrows are so overdue. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna take a little bit of product and I'm gonna go underneath. Looks like I need to take some more product so we can actually go in. It's not super, I mean obviously it's not super dark for my skin because it is a very light color. And I guess I kind of want it that way. It's not too bad. It's kind of like a, I guess a dupe of the Anastasia eyebrow pomade. I see a lot of companies coming out with stuff like that, and like especially drugstore brands. So okay, so now that I'm done this part, I'm gonna go ahead and do my and don't worry, because we're gonna set our eyebrows anyways. And so I'm going to take the excess product off the tissue and okay, so it's not really blending well, so I'm going to go ahead and use a spoolie. Okay. Okay, alright, so it's a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead. I see an empty spot over here. Okay, this product is not bad. It's not bad at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eyebrow as well. It's so hot in here. I was thinking about tweezing my eyebrows, but I was so scared because I don't really like to tweeze my eyebrows because I like the shape of my eyebrows. And I'm so scared that if I tweeze it, the shape is just gonna go away. And so I've refrained from tweezing my eyebrows actually. So that's why they look kind of bushy. It's because I haven't bothered to do anything. I kind of took like little pair of scissors and I just cut it right over here. But other than that, I haven't done anything to it. And I don't intend on to. I find that it's much better to use a spoon, especially if you can blend the front and the back of your eyebrow. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that eyebrow. Do you ever find that only one of your eyebrows always comes out good? Like, no matter how much you try for your other eyebrow to come out good, it just doesn't. It just doesn't listen to you for some reason. And it's kind of all the time. Okay, so now that I'm done my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to conceal it. And I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and the brush. I did not think this through. I'm going to be using a pinpointed brush. I recently changed my setup. Like, I've been changing around my setup. I've been experimenting with it because like I'm not happy with the way that my content has been coming out for the past couple of videos. So I bought like new equipment and then I changed my setting, and hopefully this video comes out okay because I like the setting. Actually, what I'm going to do is left a couple of spots. It's like, you know, when you see that, it's like, you know, when you see those empty spots that you left, like, there's some reason they just look empty. I'm not sure if they are empty. But from where I'm sitting, they look empty to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I kind of just realized that this video is going to be way longer than my other videos just because I'm not going to edit it. But, I mean, if you do like this type of content, like, let me know if I can create more in the future. If not, then that's fine. I can just go back to my regular content. But I kind of want to make this into a series, actually. Like, I do stuff like this, not all the time, but like, maybe every week, like every once a week. One video will be something like this. And I'm thinking about doing it for like much harder looks that are much harder looks to achieve. So I'm thinking about doing this unedited series for that one. So let me know. I have a lot of dry skin on my forehead, especially over here. So it's really hard sometimes for products to actually stick on my forehead, or even if they do stick, they just like after a couple of hours, because of the heat or whatnot, it ends up just coming off. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our eyes. And I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. I actually jumped very late on the bandwagon for this. I just got this palette like I just got it like a few days ago, I guess. I've been seeing this all over Instagram, like, you know, Facebook or whatever, when people first got it, and I was just like, I don't really want to get it, like I already have the colors. And then I just keep seeing it, and I just see how beautiful the palette looks, and I'll show you. You know, obviously you guys have seen it or whatnot. But so this is the palette, these are the shades. So it's very neutral, bronzy shades that are here. And so I'm excited to use it. I mean, I tried it actually, like I tried to play around with it yesterday, but obviously didn't have too much time, so I couldn't really create a full look. So this look that I'm creating, I guess, is like my first in-depth look. So I'm excited to see how this goes, and let's do the eye. So for the eye, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it very, very neutral, very, very light, just because it is going to be a bronze look that you can wear, like, I guess, almost every day, I guess, if you want to, for the summertime or for the winter. But I find that because of the base that I used, you can't really use it for winter, because I find it's better to use thicker foundations or more moist, like more full coverage products for the winter time. But that's just me. I'm kind of weird like that. But because if you use a full coverage foundation, it's so hot during the summertime, it's just gonna melt off your face. Like, this is like a no melt kind of like thing. Okay, so before I go ahead and start actually applying my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prime my skin. And I'm gonna be using the Naked Skin Urban Decay Concealer in the shade Fair. You guys have probably seen me use this a lot. And I'm just now noticing how I have so many flyaways. Like, I don't know how to deal with them. It sucks. And it's so hot and humid too these days. It's so horrible. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. Alright. Okay, so now that I'm done priming my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set it. And I'm gonna set it with the Hourglass Veil powder. You guys have seen me use this multiple times, so you know the drill. But if you don't know the drill, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take very little product on my concealer brush, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dab it on my eye. You don't want to get too much on there, just a little bit. I find it better. Okay, I am done. Well, not technically, but you know. Actually, it's been sitting there for a while. Trying to have a sip of it. Okay, so let's see. Obviously the palette comes with its own brush. It's a two-ended brush. It's a little tapered fluffy brush and a little brush for your shimmers. But I'm not going to be using this one, I'm going to be using this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the shade. I'm going to take the shade Orange Soda. I'm going to take a little bit of product. It looks like there's actually, when I first tried this product, when I first tried this product, there was a lot of fallout in this. There's a lot of fallout actually with this palette. So hopefully there's not too much today. Not like it would change or anything, but I don't even know why I said that. I thought it's gonna change. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Orange Soda. I'm gonna put it lightly over my face. And you only want to take a little product at a time. Like you don't want to just swirl it around, take a bunch of product and just put it on there. Because you kind of want to achieve this light look. So you want to you want to build coverage. If you feel like it's not enough, go ahead, take more product and put more on there. But the one thing that you shouldn't be doing is taking a lot of product at once and just dabbing it on. Same thing with the concealer that I talked about earlier as well. You don't want to just take a lot of product and just put it, the tinted moisturizer. You don't want to take a lot of product and just slap it on there. You kind of want to work with it in layers because it's better to have little than to have more. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on both the eyes at the same time, just so it saves me some more time. Okay, this shade is kind of like on the palette, it looks like another shade, and when you put it on your eyes, it just looks like another shade. Okay, so now that I've covered that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to deepen my piece a little, but I don't want to deepen it too much. I'm gonna deepen a little bit. Okay, so the shade that I'm going to be using to deepen my piece a little bit more is Burnt Orange. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting the shade up here instead of actually showing you the palette, because I literally just did that, and every time I edit my videos, I find that it's a very inefficient way for me to show you the colors that I'm using. So it's better off to actually put on some pictures up here on how the shade looks, as opposed to, going ahead and putting it up there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do a little fallout. Oh my god, there's so much fallout, like it's actually insane. I don't know, when I watch these videos online, like they didn't talk about the fallout, but girl, there's so much fallout, it's crazy. Like, it's just insane. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and deepen my piece. It's not falling out of my skin, but the product is just falling out on the table, on the palette, just everywhere. I'm sure it's a nice palette, but I'm not sure if they changed the formula from the last few years since they released it or anything. So, yeah. It was on sale, so I kind of grabbed it and I'm gonna try it. There's no point of doing a review because I've been there for a while. It's not very it's nice, but obviously it's soft brown. I wasn't expecting bright colors. Okay, so now that I've gone in and blended it a couple of times, actually deepen my crease. Obviously, like, I kind of want to make this look for beginners, so I won't be using a cut crease. I know the glitter won't be as vivid and pigmented as it should be, but I kind of want to make this look for beginners because they don't really know how to do cut crease as well. It's very, very hard, but if you want to achieve a look that looks like you did a cut crease, like, I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so now that I'm done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and do my fake cut crease. So I'm gonna take, okay, you know what, I think I'm just gonna use this one, this side. They said I wouldn't use it, but what shade do I use? Okay, I'm very confused. I don't wanna go with that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the shade Glistening, actually. Let's see how it is. I haven't swatched it or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work in layers. So I kind of want to get the bottom part first. And then you kind of want to work your way up with cut creases. So you want to bend your head back and do that too. Glitter. I don't want it to look too good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I think my camera is dying. Okay, I'm changing. Let me finish this a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually clean it up a little bit. I'm kind of happy with how pigmented it came out because I'm going to go for a light look. Okay, so my camera actually died. So let's just pick up where we left off. So now that we're done our eyeshadow, I mean the glitter out in the front, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do the ends. And for the ends, I'm gonna be using the same brush that I used for up here. And I'm gonna be using a shade called Cypress. Actually, no, I'm gonna be using the shade called Rustic, actually. More of like a warm neutral. I'm gonna go ahead and take the product, tap off the excess, and just outline the corner. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And don't worry, we're gonna blend it in. It's not going to be like that. I find that for some reason the shades come out better on this side of my eye compared to this side, which is kind of weird. But same thing with my eyebrows. Oh well. Okay, so now that I'm done patting on the product, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blend it. And I'm gonna be using the same brush that I got, the tapered one. And just blend it back and forth. And don't worry, we're gonna blend up here too, so don't worry about that. We're gonna blend back and forth those two as well. And if you find like you want more glitter, you can go ahead and you can end up going in with more glitter. But I don't, for this look, I don't want to do it, so it's up to you. So now I'm going to buff out the sharp edges. Right there. And you kind of want to go in a circular motion. And you can take a smaller brush as well. That works too. And now I'm going to buff out all the edges. So it creates like a smooth look. And do the same on this side. Circular motion. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put in more product on this side. Okay. Okay, and if you ever feel like it's not enough, you can go in with the tapered brush and just, yes, bring that in more. For some reason, it's different to blending out this much. Okay, so now that we're done at that, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a flat brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Tempera, take off the excess, and put it on my brow bone. Oh my goodness, this is way too much. Actually, no, it's not that bad. But obviously don't do the same thing that I did. I went on my eyebrow, so don't do that. Oops. Okay, so I'm done my eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just clean up the ends over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean up the edges. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the concealer brush and take a little bit of product on there. Just gonna get a thin one instead. And I'm just gonna get very little product on there, not too much. And just go ahead and just lightly make a shape. Make a like a sharp line. Okay. And then go ahead and buff it out. And as you can see, it's a much better look. I'm going to be using the Mercier concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and just going to put a little on the point where I want to put it. Oh, I just have a mustache. And I'm going to take the same brush that I use as my concealer and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dab it out. And this concealer is super light as well, so it's not super heavy or super thick or anything. So I kind of like this one as well. This one's perfect for the summer. I would recommend it. Okay, so now that we're done with concealer, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my inner eye. So I'm going to use the shade Fairy, right? And I'm going to be using a thin brush. So I'm going to go ahead, take very little product on there, just put it right there. Then I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same brush, wipe off the excess, and I'm going to take the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm going to put it underneath the waterline. And then I'm gonna buff it out, you guys. Yeah, I buff it out with this same brush. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do my mascara. But before that, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. For this look, I'm not going to be using any false lashes or anything because I know it's kind of big. I want to keep it beginner friendly. So, the mascara that I'm going to be using is the Hourglass Caution Mascara. And, you only put a few coats in there. Not too many. Oh my goodness. It is really horrible. Okay, so now that it's done, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my skin. So the bronzer that I'm gonna be using is the new NARS matte bronzer, and it's so beautiful. It's super full coverage. Like, it's really nice. It's easy to work with. It's super blendable. And I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques sculpting brush in 401. So what I'm gonna do is, because this is a very buildable product, I want to use a little by little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and just going to dab it just like that. And you want the angle to be facing this way. I'm going to go ahead a little bit underneath. Gentle. And just quickly bring it up. So you kind of want to just brush it out. And do the same to the other side. And you kind of want to blend as much as you can. Do the same thing up top. It gives you that I just got off the plane from Aruba kind of look. And if you want to sweep it, also that's fun. Kind of sweeping motion. It's kind of fun. So I'm gonna do my nose as well. I'm using a small brush. Take a little product on kind of want to go from your eyebrows over here. Alright, okay, so I'm done with that part. I'm done with bronzing it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a very tiny amount of blush. I'm going to be using the Rimmel Max Blush in the shade 04 Sweet Cheeks. And I only want to get very little on it. I don't want too much. So I'm just going to take a little dab. Just going to sweep it. Then I want to sweep it upwards. Do the same thing on this one. But not too much. Okay, so after that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna highlight my cheekbones, which I don't have any, but this is a highlight. So I'm gonna be using a L'Oreal Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the shade 01. And it kind of looks like this because it's very white highlight. So I want to take only very little of it. And then just take a little bit of product. And I like this highlighter because it gives you a very subtle glow. It's not like a Becca highlighter where it's super pigmented or something. But obviously this is also blendable, like you can you can add more product and make it more prettier if that's what you want. But so what usually happens is when you have a highlighter and you put it on top of a bronzer, it's better to blend them both in because it just looks like a streaky spot. So I'm not gonna take any more product. I'm just gonna take the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna lightly blend it. Top and bottom. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, the last thing that I have is my lips. So I'm going to be using a lip gloss instead of a lipstick because I kind of like being neutral. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in Sunscreen. And this is such a beautiful shade. It kind of like changes colors as the light hits it. Okay, so this is the complete look. So this is kind of like a bronze, everyday, summery look. And I love how it came out. It's not super glam or anything. It's a little glam, a little subtle as well. I guess it's nice for like a little bit of a everyday look also. It can also work that way. But if you like this video, don't forget to like. If you like this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my socials. And I'll see you guys next time.